Hey Alan, this is Steven. I spoke to you a little bit ago. In this video, I'm going to be going over 3 things that you can start doing today that'll help start ranking your website above your competitors when people are searching for your services online. Now, if by the end of this video you can see that I do have the know-how to get this done, you can reach back out and we can chat, or you can just take this information and implement it yourself. So the 3 things I'll be covering are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your home page here. Now, Google likes to see at least words of content on the home pages of these service-based industry websites. What this does, it gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords. Basically, that's all the keyword phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for your services online. So what I did first is I grabbed the main competitor for the Fayetteville area. And this is Carolina Comfort Air Incorporated. And I threw them into a tool that I subscribe to called seranking.com. Basically, this tool will give me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. So currently, their website, and they cover more areas than Fayetteville, so they have a lot of clicks. But they're currently being found for 4.2 thousand keywords, and their website was clicked on 1.4 thousand times just in the past 30 days. We can go ahead and look at your website, alanperezairconditioning.com. You're currently being found for 1 keyword and you were not clicked on at all. So let's go back to our competitor. And with this tool, we can actually click on this 4.2K. These are the keywords. It's going to bring up all those keywords, but I filtered them out by Fayetteville because what we're looking for is buyer intent location based, right? And we can actually filter this for whatever locations you service. But I'm just using Fayetteville for this example. So this term, HVAC Fayetteville NC, that term alone was searched 590 times in the past 30 days. It says they're in position 2, but they're really in position 3. But you can go down this list, and all of these terms that are relevant for your services, we'd want to put them on your website. And then we could do the same thing with any other locations, right? And that way you're being found, because right now you're only being found for 1 keyword, and we can actually go down here and look at that keyword, which is air conditioning Allen. So that's basically like halfway of a branded keyword, right? In your position 51, which is the top of page 6, right? And that just gets 70 search volume in a month anyway, or in the past month. So it'd be beneficial to go ahead and get you all these keywords onto your website. And that's why it's so important to have that 1500, at least 1500, because like I said, gives you all the opportunity to fit them in without keyword stuffing, because Google will actually flag you and penalize you for keyword stuffing. So that's it when it comes to content. Next thing I'll be covering are citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC, Fayetteville, NC, studies have shown that anywhere between 40 to 60% of those people are clicking on one of these businesses here in this. This is the map pack. This has to do with your Google business profile. Now, 3 of these are constant. These 3 right here are your organic results. This right here by Blackwell, sponsored, that's an ad. Sometimes that'll pop up, sometimes it won't. A lot of people don't trust ads, so they usually will click on one of these. The main driver here, despite what most people believe it's the reviews, and that's, if that were the case, Bass Air would be blowing Blackwell away here with 3,000 at a 4.9. So there's 2 main drivers here. It's proximity and citations. Now, proximity, we don't have much control over. That's where your service is based out of, the address, unless you move. But we have a lot of control over the citation part. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Some examples are like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Better Business Bureau. There's quite a few. You probably have some, as most businesses do. But you want to be in at least the top 100 directories for HVAC, and you can actually Google that. Just Google top 100 HVAC directories, and just make sure you're on that list right there. You're on you're in every single one of those directories. And then on top of that, what a lot of businesses don't know these days is you want to get verified in the 3 core data aggregators. That's something else you can Google. And that once you're verified in those, that they will actually push your information out to hundreds of other directories, applications, and GPS systems. And this actually is a huge trust signal to Google and AI platforms such as ChatGPT and Google Gemini. And they're more likely to refer you when people are using those platforms to search for your services. And you're also more likely to show up in the top 3 here in this map pack. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results list. And the number 1 spot here will capture anywhere between 30 to 50% of the clicks. So this is 40. The map pack splits up. It splits up the 40 to 60% in between all these businesses. So this is 30 to 50 all by itself, which makes it the most clicked on position on the page. And the main driver here are what we call backlinks. So when we're talking about backlinks, it's essentially you have other websites on the internet, and say, for example, some of these websites have a link on one of their pages. And when that link is clicked, it links back to your site, right? Google uses these backlinks as kind of like an online referral system. And the more relevant that these websites are that are linking back to your site, the better. So, for example, say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site that's linking back to your site, that's what's actually going to help push your website up in Google's rankings. All right. So let's go back to our competitor here. And before we were looking at their traffic and their keywords, but now I want to pay attention to this section over here where it says referring domains and backlinks. So to be clear, it's through your content, primarily your keywords, that Google is able to find you for what people are searching for. But once they find you, they've got to, determine where to place you on that list. And that is all dependent on your backlinks and primarily where you're getting your backlinks. So this referring domains, right? The relevance and the popularity of these 357 sites. So they currently have 1.3 thousand backlinks coming from 357 other websites. You currently have 29 backlinks coming from 28 websites, which is a big disparity in numbers, but it's not so much about the numbers as it is the relevance of these websites. So we can go back, and with this tool, we can click on this 357. That's going to bring up all 357 of the websites they are getting their backlinks from. So it would really benefit you to get a list like this and go down and get backlinks, acquire backlinks from all these websites. Now, it is a bit of work and it takes a lot of time. You don't want to do it all at once anyway, because that will flag Google as well, because backlinks are acquired over time. But you could do something like half a page a day, right? And then once you have all that done, and this is assuming that your content and your keywords are right at this point, that would, over time, that would put you in contention for this number 1 spot in Fayetteville. Now, what would put you over the top is once you have executed all that, month over month, you go ahead and continue to acquire backlinks from high quality, relevant websites, like 15 to 20 a month, and that would put you on top and keep you on top. Now, just to recap what we covered, the first thing is going to be content. You need at least 1,500 words of content on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second is going to be citations. That has to do with the map pack here in your Google business profile. You want to be in at least those top 100 HVAC directories. And you also want to be in those 3 core data aggregators. And then lastly are backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your website to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in and around the Fayetteville area. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can take this information and implement it yourself. Or if you want, you can get in touch with me. We can chat. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here in just outside of Hope Mills in Grays Creek. You can simply respond back to this email or give me a call at 910-551-2006. But other than that, man, I hope you have a good rest of your day and you stay warm this week. Take care, Alan. Bye-bye.